CTB. You know who it is.
YouTube, what's going on? In this video we'll be talking about a shadow fade using OSTER brand products. We're going to be using OSTER Octanes and the cordless FastFeEDS. So the first thing we're going to do right now is prep the hair. We're going to use any type of comb or brush that you have depending on the hair texture, and you're going to loosen up the hair, get it to the place that you needed to get to so you guys will be ready to cut the hair. So right here I'm using the OSTER Octanes and the cordless FastFeEDS. Just wanted to show you guys the products first, and I will be using a 1.5 blade. Now this 1.5 blade does have the ceramic blade on it. So right now we're just prepping the hair, we're getting it to a place where we needed to get to so we can start off this shadow fade. And also it's very important that you guys understand that I am going down all the way at the top of the bridal ridge so I can make sure that this hair is going to be ready for the next step. So this is the 1/8 blade, and right now I'm just going to clean up everything that I just did. So the reason why I went down first and I didn't go straight up is because when you have somebody that has hair, anybody that has braids or locks, you want to separate the hair from the top that needs to get cut from the hair that they're going to keep. So make sure that you figure out what that area is and cut down and not cut up yet until you know exactly where everything needs to be placed. So as you see, what I'm doing right here is that I'm using the comb as my guide, not to go up that far, and using this 1/8 blade to clean up everything else. And I take my time making sure that everything looks nice and clean and even. Now I'm going to be using my cordless FastFeEDS, and I call this absolute zero. It's basically zero gap, and this is going to be the bottom of the shadow fade. So now I'm just setting the fade. This is the lowest I'm going to go, and from here I'm going to fade down. This is a clipper, not a trimmer, but it gets close enough, but it still allows you to get a nice clean line when you shape it up. So this is my way, or my technique of how I do my shadow fades. Let me know in the comments below how you start off your shadow fades. Do you have a clipper that's completely zero gap, or do you use something else? Let me know. Now I have the one blade on it, so that's basically like a blade open. As you see that I'm not going high as I did with the 1/8 guard. I am just going to be right under that, and I'm going to be using my corners if there's some dark areas up top, and I'm going to be fading down. So honestly guys, if you guys never used any detachable clipper before, I honestly suggest that you should at least try to learn how to cut with them, because they just for some reason, how they fade and how they blend, it's just something so smooth about them that they just give a different look. So if you never tried it before, I say that you should try it, and and you might be surprised and you might like them. Now I have the OA blade, and we're going to continue following under the one blade. And as y'all see, this thing is almost basically blended. Like using detachables is almost effortless as long as you know what you're doing. The more and more you use them, the more and more easier it is to figure out how to blend with them. So I would say give them a try, y'all. So now when it comes to the beard, the top of the beard, he didn't want to fade it in too much. So I'll start with the 1.5. And then I'll be using the 1A, then the 1 guard. And now I have the OA blade, which is right under the 1 guard, and I'm just cleaning it up real quick. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I like to take the top down and make sure it has the same gradients as the sides. So right after that, I like to use some spritz, the outside of the lineup, and then after that, use my blow dryer, apply that heat. So it could be nice and dry in them areas, so you guys can see this lineup and be nice and crispy. And I am using the Coco trimmers. Now, this is the Ambassador blade, and this blade hits, y'all. Not only that it hits, but it causes no irritation. So y'all be the judge on how this trimmer performs. Let me know in the comment section. if you are right-handed, I will say it's probably good to learn how to use your left hand in some of the things that you do when it comes to your haircuts. So for me, I like doing my vertical bars sometimes with my left hand, and sometimes like cleaning up the beard and stuff like that. Just make sure that you're using your opposite hand somewhere in the haircut, because it's always good to be comfortable using both hands. Now I'm just lining up the beard, and we're gonna get this nice and clean, y'all. But let me know what y'all think so far, man. If y'all like this video, please make sure you give me a like, man, and make sure that you guys are subscribing to this channel, man, because I'm gonna start giving y'all some heat for real, for real. Now I'm about to sculpt the beard. Picked it out real quick. Ain't gonna do too much, but I'm using my cordless fast feeds, and we're just gonna trim the hairs, the flyaways. We're gonna trim the flyaways. And right now, this is the hot towel service that I offer with all my haircuts. If you're in the area and you want to have this premium service, just look out for me, concisebarber.com. But if you're not in the area, and if you are a barber, I would suggest that you give your clients a service of this magnitude. They will truly appreciate you for it. Now we're going to do the razor lineup, y'all. After the hot towel, it's a lot easier to go right into using a razor to line up your clients. You don't need to use any gel or anything of that nature. Everything's already prepped and ready for the razor. So this is another reason why I do have the hot towel service. Now I'm just gonna clean up under the beard just a little bit. This client, he doesn't really care to have it like overly clean and lined up, but he does like to just remove the little bit of hair that he can care less for. So just do a little bit of trimming work, and that's that. Now I'm just cleaning up as I go using the sabers. Look, y'all, this is the cut. Let me know what y'all think of it. Like I said, if y'all not subscribed, please make sure you guys subscribe. But this is my version of the shadow fade using the OSTER Octanes and the cordless fast feeds. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be blessed.
CTB, you know who it is.